Hello, my name is Julia Nguyen, and I'm doing a tutorial on how to find the net ionic equation in an acid-base reaction. Before I get started, I would like to tell you what is a base. A base is a substance that dissociates in water to produce hydroxide ions, OH, and cations. An acid is a substance that ionizes in water to produce hydrogen ions, H plus and anions. For the example of acid, I use HCl, which is called hydrochloric acid. I used ionization to separate its two components, hydrogen and chloride. For base, I use the example NaOH, which is sodium hydroxide. I use dissociation to separate its two components, Na and OH. What makes it an acid is because it's forming H plus right here. What makes it a base is that it's formed OH minus. When an acid and a base react together, they neutralize and produce a salt. The H plus cation of the acid combine with the OH minus anion of the base to form water. The compound formed by the cation of the base and the anion of the acid is called a salt. The combination of hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide produces carbon table salt called NaCl. Now, I would like to apply what I know to a equation. And the equation I'm going to use to find the net ionic equation is HNO3, which is called nitric acid aqueous plus potassium hydroxide. And this reacts together to form potassium, nitric, and water. And the first three steps in how to find the net ionic equation is to find the molecular equation, write out the total ionic equation, find out the spectator ions, and finally the net ionic equation. The molecular equation for HNO3 will be the same as it's written, as you can see. In the complete total ionic equation, we write every single element by itself. However, the reason why I left NO3 minus alone and OH minus alone and water alone is that liquid can't be broken down by cations and anions. Aqueous solutions break down cations and anions. Now you know that these tiny little subscripts that's on the top right corner, well, the one that are positive are cations and the one that's negative are anions. These are the charges caused by its group. If it's that group number on the periodic table, then it has that specific charge. Now, once we've written out every single element, we see which one's the same. Well, we see that potassium and nitric is the same. Nitric is the same on each side. So we know that we can cross those two out. And we did. Which left us with H plus, OH minus react to give us water. And this will be our net ionic equation. H plus aqueous plus OH minus aqueous, giving us water, a liquid.